Aaron Childress here with Just Fix It. I'm here with a good friend of mine, Aaron Alba. He's our distributor for our equipment and our supplies. We're going to be talking about the equipment change that's coming, the SEER2 equipment change. Thank you for having us, Aaron.
Yes, sir.
So, Aaron, what does this mean? What does the SEER2 equipment change mean?
So there's a lot of things that go along with that. This is a Department of Energy regulations, a mandate from the government. This is not from the manufacturers. This is coming straight from the government. They have tasked our manufacturers with making their AC equipment more efficient. With that, there's more strict testing requirements, more real life circumstances when it comes to testing this equipment. So it's an overall better move for our industry.
So, Aaron, what does this mean for the factory?
So for the factory, it is the actual physical equipment to reach the new requirements. The equipment has to get a little bit bigger. So with that means they're going to have to source more raw materials, so that you're going to see a little bit of a cost effect from the raw material side, but also transportation. Whereas before you were able to fit 200 units on an 18-wheeler, now you may only be able to fit 150 units on an 18-wheeler. So there was some fuel charge with that, the cost of drivers. There's a lot of costs associated with it.
So thanks for that information. But then what does this mean, not just for the factory, but the distributor side?
So for us, we have to get a lot more strategic on what we stock in our warehouse, because the footprint of the unit is a lot larger than it was previously. We have to partner with our contractors like yourself to figure out how are you going to go to market, which models are you going to offer in the field, so we can make sure we're stocking the proper equipment.
So that's pretty interesting. But then what does it mean all the way down to the contractor?
So as far as you guys, I would say the most important part is making sure that your guys are all trained on the new equipment, because as well as you know, the most important day of that AC system is the day it's installed. So making sure your guys are up to date on all the new requirements and also just the new equipment in general.
I think the most important one here is what does this mean for the homeowner?
So for the homeowner, I think we touched on a few of the things. The most obvious one would be the cost of the equipment. With the more raw materials, the more fuel cost, there will be an effect in the price to the homeowner.
Yep.
But on the other side of things, it's more efficient equipment. It's better equipment for the homeowner. So over the lifetime of that unit, they will see some net savings based off of their utility bill.
So what should the customer ask the contractor once these changes take effect?
So most importantly, what you should always ask your contractors, if they're licensed and insured, you should also do your homework, look online, see what their online reputation is. But going back to the training, making sure that contractor has been trained on the new equipment, because for the first time at least in our experience in this industry, there's a hard stop date for this equipment. You cannot install old equipment after January 1st. So making sure that your contractor is installing something that is actually compliant with the new regulations.
So click the link below to learn more about the equipment change. So our distributor here has held back 100 units for us here at the end of the year to put a promotion out there for you as the customer. $3,999 off our free furnace offer here at the end of the year. Book online at justfixittoday.com.